Have you ever looked at the hair in your hands and felt your heart sink? Maybe you whispered to yourself, "Why is this happening to me?" Before you blame yourself for losing hair, pause for a moment. What if your body is asking for help, not judgment? What if the hair you are losing is not only hair? What if it carries a story your heart could not say out loud? A quiet story of pressure, fear, grief, or emotional shock. Alopecia can feel deeply frightening because everyone can see it. It touches the mirror, your identity, and how you face the world. And sometimes the hardest part is not only the hair loss itself, it is the silence around everything you are feeling inside. The fear that people may look at you in a different way. The sadness of watching your body change while feeling powerless. And that painful question returns. Why is this happening to me? But before we go deeper, something important must be said. Hair loss should always be checked by a medical professional. Hormones, nutrition, immunity, genetics, medication, and scalp health all matter. A doctor or dermatologist can help you understand the physical side. This video is not a diagnosis and not a replacement for medical care. It is only a gentle reflection on the mind-body connection. Because sometimes the body whispers what the mind cannot say. Sometimes it carries pressure long before we can explain it. And sometimes a visible symptom invites us to look deeper, not with fear, not with blame, but with compassion. Alopecia may appear during times when life feels emotionally too heavy. After a loss, a shock, a separation, or a painful disappointment. During a season when everything changes faster than you can process. When your nervous system has no real time to breathe. Emotional shock can feel like an earthquake inside the body. On the outside, you may still work, smile, and keep going. But inside, something may still be trembling, quietly. The body may stay on alert, even after the moment has passed. Sleep may change, tension may rise, and peace may feel far away. The body begins to protect you, survive, and hold everything together. And when survival becomes a habit, softness can slowly disappear. The body may save energy for what feels most urgent. Again, this does not prove one single cause, but it can help us ask a more honest question. What was my body carrying before the hair began to fall? Was there fear I never allowed myself to fully feel? Was there grief I kept hidden, even from myself? Was I trying to stay strong while feeling broken inside? Sometimes hair loss begins after a long season of silent endurance. Not because you are weak, not at all, but because you may have been strong for too long. Strength becomes heavy when there is nowhere safe to rest, and the nervous system may begin asking for relief. Alopecia can wake up fear very quickly and very deeply. Fear of losing beauty, confidence, attraction, or identity. Fear of questions, comments, or silent looks from others. Fear of looking in the mirror and not recognizing yourself. These fears are human, and they deserve tenderness. You do not need to shame yourself for feeling them. You do not need to pretend that it does not hurt. Hair can be deeply connected to self-image and confidence. So when hair changes, something emotional may change too. But your body is not your enemy. It may be showing you where life has become too loud, where pressure has been growing quietly for a long time, where emotions have had no safe place to move. Imagine your mind as a room full of unopened letters. Every fear, every sadness, every shock waiting to be read. But if the door stays locked, the body may knock louder, not to punish you, but to get your attention. Sometimes grief has no words. And sometimes loss does not only mean losing a person. It can mean losing safety, direction, trust, or control. It can mean losing the life you thought you would have. And when control disappears, the body may become tense. The mind searches for answers. The heart searches for stability. The nervous system searches for safety. In that state, even small stress can feel enormous. A message, a memory, a conflict, or a deadline. Suddenly, everything can feel like too much. So instead of asking, "What is wrong with me?" ask more gently, "What has been happening around me? What did I feel but never fully process? Where did I lose my sense of control? When did my body begin living in survival mode?" These questions are not meant for self-blame. They are meant for self-understanding. Because healing often begins when we stop fighting ourselves and begin listening with more patience. You can start by observing your stress patterns gently. Notice what usually happens before fear begins to rise. Notice how your body feels after conflict or pressure. Notice if your shoulders tighten when you hold back tears. Notice if your sleep changes after emotional stress. Notice who helps your body feel calm and safe, and who makes your body tense without you saying a word. These details are not small. They are messages from your inner world. You may begin writing them down without judging yourself, not to control every part of your life, but to understand yourself with more kindness. Ask yourself gently, where do I feel unsafe right now? What am I afraid will happen next? What grief have I been carrying alone? What part of me needs support, not more pressure? Sometimes the body softens when the truth is finally allowed, when tears are no longer treated like weakness, when fear is no longer hidden behind strength, when control is slowly replaced with trust. Healing does not mean forcing yourself to be positive. It means making space for what is real. It means seeing your pain without becoming your pain. It means caring for the body while listening to the soul. Medical support can help with the physical side. Therapy, coaching, or emotional support can help with the inner side. Both kinds of support can exist together. You do not have to choose between body and emotions. You are whole, and your care can be whole too. If hair loss has touched your life, be gentle with yourself. Your worth has not fallen with your hair. Your beauty has not disappeared because your body is struggling. Your identity is deeper than what the mirror shows, and your body may be asking for protection, rest, and support. Not criticism, not panic, not another reason to feel broken, but a new relationship with yourself, one built on awareness, patience, and compassion. So tonight, do not ask only, how do I stop this? Also ask, what part of me needs to feel safe again? What pressure have I carried for too long? What emotion is waiting for a gentle place to land? Your body may be speaking softly through a difficult symptom, and with the right care, you can learn its language. Step by step, with medical guidance, emotional support, and patience, there can be hope. Even here, there can be understanding. Even inside uncertainty, there can be healing, even before everything is solved. Because you are not only losing something, you may also be learning to listen. And sometimes, listening is where healing quietly begins.